In this video, I'm going to talk about things that you can do in Germany that you can't really do in the United States.
Try doing that, you're going to get arrested.
But I'm also going to talk about things in the United States that you can't really do in Germany.
No, this is not possible. You cannot do this. Now, realistically, you can do all of these things in both places, but I'm talking about things that are a little bit more accepted in each spot.
The phrase, "we'll figure it out," this is almost meaningless to Germans. They want to know, how are we going to figure it out? What are the details? When are we going to figure it out? What's it going to look like? Whereas for Americans, the phrase, "we'll figure it out," is just sort of this vaguely optimistic statement that makes us feel like, you know what, yeah, we will figure it out even if we don't know all the details yet. I would recommend not leaning on the phrase, "we'll figure it out" with Germans. Get the concrete details. Negotiations is an interesting one. I've been doing more of this as I progress in my business world, negotiating with Americans versus negotiating with Germans. Two completely different games. When you're negotiating with Americans, you play this whole song and dance. All right, best I can do is 20,000. 20 grand, what am I, Warren Buffett? I can offer you 2,000 for the gig. Ah, you son of a bitch. 19. All right, you know what, make a deal, I'm gonna double it, 4,000. You drive a hard bargain. All right, I could drop to 18, but that's it. Well, I'm trying to work with you here. How about 5,500? 15. Look, I'm reasonable, but that's just still too high. 8K. Come on, how long have we known each other? We go way back. 12. Now, I don't know if I can get this approved. I gotta talk to the board. But if we landed 10K, would it work? 10, yeah. You know what? I think we can make it work for 10. Yeah, 10,000. In Germany, you don't really have to do that. You just send out a reasonable price or number right at the beginning, and if it is reasonable, we'll say, yeah, okay, that's fair. Same thing, when German companies offer me something, and it's very often reasonable right away, so yeah, you know what, that's fair. Well, this project will take a long time. It will require some expensive equipment, a lot of extra work, and some additional help, so I think 10,000 would be a fair price. That sounds very reasonable. I think that is fair and appropriate. 10,000, deal.
So oftentimes, when negotiating in Germany, you can just be pretty straightforward from the very beginning. I do have to say though, I love the American song and dance with negotiating sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun. A lot of times in the States, when a group of people go out to dinner and it's not really clear, are we all paying separately, or is this person that organized it, are they paying for it, or how's this all gonna go down? It's not really a default expectation. Thank you. Paying together or separate?
What do you think, together or separate? I mean, or I could get this time, you get next time, or you get this time, I get next time, or maybe we pay separate, or together, one tab, right? Or separate. Whereas in Germany, there always is a default expectation. It's getrennt, it's separate. We're all gonna pay for our own checks. Dang it.
Paying together or separate?
Getrennt, separate. Yeah? Yeah. Now, of course, there are situations where somebody is gonna take the check and pay for everything, special occasions like that. But there is sort of this default expectation that you don't need to worry about trying to figure out who, you just pay for your own stuff. And it's expected and it's not awkward. Now, of course, there's situations in the States where everybody pays separately as well, but the way you go about it is a little bit differently. If the waiter comes and asks, hey, together or separate, and you too eagerly say, separate, we're paying separately, it's kind of rude.
In Germany, you can relax when the check comes. It's not gonna be that awkward. We Americans love to do this little apology thing when we walk by somebody or kind of enter somebody's personal space bubble at a grocery store, let's say.
Just checking the cheese. Yeah, sorry about that.
Walk by, you go, oops, sorry, let me squeeze right by it. Oh,
just gotta squeeze past you. Sorry, yeah, sorry. So sorry about that.
You don't have to do that in Germany. In fact, when you do that in Germany, people look at you weird. They're wondering what you're apologizing for. And that is because, of course, the personal space bubble does not exist in Germany. No need to apologize. It's not even real.
So sorry about that.
Correcting or policing other people's behavior, especially people that you do not know. You can do this in Germany and it's kind of fine. It's kind of more accepted. Generally, you can do that in Germany without a worry that it will escalate to the next level. I would recommend not really doing this as much in the United States because things could escalate and you won't have the same results. The next one is one of my favorite examples, but first a quick message from the sponsor of today's video, CyberGhost VPN. CyberGhost is a world-leading VPN or virtual private network that has over 11,000 servers in 100 plus different countries that you can switch your IP address in between. This allows you to be anonymous and protected online. In this day and age, hackers and data brokers want to get your information and they want to sell it, and CyberGhost helps protect you from that. Anytime I'm accessing Wi-Fi, especially in public, I turn on CyberGhost VPN before doing so. And I'm not alone. CyberGhost is the most recommended VPN on Trustpilot and has over 38 million users worldwide. Not only does it protect you online, but it also allows you to watch geo-blocked content from wherever in the world you may be. I use it to watch some of my favorite streaming platforms that are geo-blocked here in Germany, like Paramount Plus. And it works on 40 plus different streaming platforms. And for my German viewers, CyberGhost can help you watch Formula 1 again for free if you switch your IP address to Austria and watch on the ORF channel. It works on every major platform, and one account can be used on 7 different devices, so you can share it with your friends and family. Really helps support me in this YouTube channel. If you sign up using the link in the description below, you'll get a great deal, 83% off, paying just over €2 a month, plus 4 months free, plus a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. It really helps my channel if you sign up using the link in the description below, so check out CyberGhost.
In the United States, you can customize and personalize so many different things exactly to your liking. I think a great example of this is at restaurants. Hey, so I would do the burger, but instead of a burger bun, I would do 2 pieces of bread, and then can you do no pickles, no lettuce, no cheese, but just add an extra burger, and instead of fries, can you get me like cubed potatoes with maybe some Mrs. Dash's seasoning on them? Would that be okay?
No problem at all. Coming right up.
Awesome, thank you. Hey, so I'll do the cheeseburger, but instead of cheddar cheese, can I get a slice of pepper jack cheese on that instead?
No, it comes with cheddar cheese.
Oh, I know, but I saw on the other sandwich you have pepper jack cheese, so maybe you could just do the pepper jack cheese on there instead of the cheddar.
No, it's just not possible.
Everything else the same.
It's on the menu this way for a reason.
Yeah, I know. I just thought you could just swap the piece of cheese.
It cannot be swapped.
If there's a difference, I would pay for the difference.
It's the same price.
It's the same price? So we can't do it?
It is not a combination we do. This is how it is on the menu.
Because it's on the menu, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Businesses will bend over backwards for customers in the USA. We even have the saying, the customer is always right.
Whereas in Germany, of course you could do that. It's not as accepted. My mom is notorious for doing this. She always customizes everything that she orders at a restaurant down to all tiny details. And when she came to Germany and she tried to do that at the restaurants, the waiter was overwhelmed. No, we cannot do this. You have to pick something that's on the menu, how it is on the menu. That was a tough one. I think in the United States it's a lot more socially accepted to sell yourself or promote yourself for what you do, your services, your business, etc. Whereas in Germany, this can oftentimes look a little icky. People can kind of look down upon it, especially if you do it a certain way. Speaking of self-promotion, I'd like to self-promote our app, Quiver, which you should be on. 1 question a day, every single day. Today's a photo day. I posted this photo of Laura and I with Ben and Feely from the Feely from Germany YouTube channel. We shot a video together here in Heidelberg this weekend. Be on the lookout for that coming out soon, but also just join us on Quiver. I think you'll like it. See you on there. In the United States, it is generally more accepted and acceptable to completely reinvent yourself. You'll have people who will have one career up until age 40 and then completely switch up their life and change their trajectory and go down a whole entirely different path. And people are just like, yeah, all right, good for them. That's fine. Whereas in Germany, that is not as accepted and not as common. You've got your concrete paths. It's very clear, and you're going to go down this path. You're going to stay on it. Sort of along that same line, in the US, risk-taking is not as looked down upon as it is in Germany, especially when it comes to things like trying and starting a business, doing things that maybe had a little bit of promise but ended up being a failure and having to start again from scratch. In the United States, this is no big deal. Shake it off, try again, figure something else out. Whereas in Germany, kind of failures like this are really not as accepted.
Let me know your thoughts on things you shouldn't do in Germany or the USA. Don't forget to click the link in the description to grab the special CyberGhost VPN discount available for our viewers. It keeps your data safe while you browse and unlocks all blocked content online, all for just €2 a month. It's completely risk-free, so check it out today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.